is it an art expansion? That'd be pretty cool. With paintbrushes and stuff. The port is hidden.
Enter a world where myth intertwines with reality, and fantastical beings tempt fate and fortune. With a new mechanic and roster, each path, decision, and encounter will paint your journey.
Okay.
Hey Tacticians, I'm Riot Blue Cove, a
Bro, that's a
gameplay
nice
designer
camera
who's
work.
most proud of my work across the legendary units of this set and sets past. Mecha Leona.
And I'm Sloan, the gameplay designer behind the set mechanic you're about to encounter.
We're so
Okay.
excited to welcome you to our new set, Inkborn Fables.
Inkborn Fables. Alright.
In the world of Inkborn Fables, brushes with fate and mythical creatures are inevitable. So we created Encounters, a new mechanic that brings the thematic to life. At various points in each game, you'll have chance encounters with legendary beings. They can be just for fun, or literally game-ending. Some encounters have a small impact on your game. If Alawi shows up, she'll grant you some free rerolls. Encounters set, and all tacticians get way bigger, then shrink down a bit, with no gameplay effect. Why, you ask? Well, set's just passionate about bulk and cut cycles, and sometimes it's fun to have a more normal game of TFT. Then there are the game-changing encounters. Cho'Gath, for example, gives players a choice. Feed the beast and permanently sacrifice a shop slot in exchange for a reward, or play it safe and keep your shop fully intact.
Okay.
Oh, I've got to talk about this next one, which comes from some very loud player feedback. Fishing minigame enthusiasts, we see you. When you meet Tom Kench, you'll want to stand in puddles to collect fish for the River King. The more fish you collect, the more loot everyone gets. And then there's the Kain encounter. If Kain appears, he'll announce his return on a predetermined stage. When he returns, he ends the game. Whether you're first or eighth when that time comes,
Holy
your
crap.
fate will stand.
That's actually crazy.
Encounters will show up in a variety of ways and will impact all players equally. Over the course of the set,
But that's not equally. What if, like, you're playing a very, very, like, greedy build where you're, like, going down in HP? Like, you're playing an econ build. And then Kain just appears. You're just screwed, right? You're never going to hit top 3. That can be super annoying. So, like, should you now be She said he announces it? Okay, if he announces it, if it's at the start, that's different. Okay, if he starts at the start of the game, then you know you just have to play, like, super aggressive. Okay.
you'll
Interesting.
have the chance to see more than 70 unique encounters.
70?
But expect some of the spicier ones to be more rare.
Jesus.
Now let's talk about some of the traits you'll discover in Inkborn
Okay.
Fables. First up, Exalted. If you love adapting on the fly, you'll love Exalted. In each game that you play, a new subset of champions will be given the trait, creating novel opportunities. This trait buffs Exalted champions and their
That's really annoying. Because you constantly have to be looking at what champions are exalted. I mean, if it's only a couple, like if it's only like 4 or 5, I don't know.
adjacent allies, so you can play it as a vertical or splash it into other comps for support. That flexibility is vital because you'll be building dramatically different comps each game as the Exalted roster changes. Next, there's Mythic. Mythic units gain a bunch of stats. After 4 combats, these myths become canonical. They just double their bonus stats. Hui, League's sad lad artist, will make his debut as a 5-cost Mythic. His artist trait lets him paint duplicate copies of your benched units. We're also revisiting
Wow.
fan favorite, Fortune, so get ready to bring out the thumbnails. But Fortune is especially exciting this time around because for the first time ever in TFT, we're introducing a new character to Runeterra. Our new tank Yordle is an absolute unit. Well, by Yordle standards, because he's only about 4 feet tall. This fluffy fellow will join the ranks of tanky Yordles,
Okay.
aka just Poppy. Despite being a 1-cost, he scales nicely into the late game, because the more interest you earn, the more permanent health he gains.
Ooh, a tank unit by interest. Holy crap. Okay. I love interest.
Okay, now I've got to share my favorites. First up, Fated. Bond two units together, and you'll make them stronger. Now, Keith.
Okay.
Speaking of favorite couples, there's one more unit I want to call out. Zaya and Rakan, who enter the set as a single 5 cost via their unique trait Lovers. The trait allows you to swap which lover takes to the battlefield based upon where you place them. Each lovebird has their own ability that will also tag in their off-board partner for support. Ready to build your own hero? Storyweaver champs create a build-your-own summon in the form of Kale. As you write her legend, through reaching trait breakpoints, you'll have the ability to empower her spell, grant her a new passive, or even see her ascend. Now we'll pass it over to this set's engineering lead to give you more info on the 5 costs for Storyweaver that required all new tech to live up to her Blade Dancer moniker.
Bro, there's so many things happening here. I feel like I need a book just to study all of this. 70 encounters. Dude, this is a complex set.
Hey everyone, I'm Anurag, the engineering lead of Inkborn Fables, who led the tech for Irelia. And I'm here with Winston, the gameplay product lead for this set.
That's cool.
Hey everybody.
So far it does, yeah.
Usually when we make a champion in TFT, we have plenty of examples to draw from in League or previous sets for the tech. This was the first time where we had to build the tech for a champion from the ground up, because the concept was just so unique.
When I first saw this, I thought it was her ability, but it's actually just her auto attack. Engineering is at the core of making games. Designers and artists can dream up the wildest things, but it always falls to engineers to figure out how to actually build them. So when design wanted to bring Aurelia's legendary blade dancing abilities into the game, we went to Anurag and said, design wants to do something impossible.
I don't know, man. That looks like Ginsu Rageblade is broken. Just keep stacking more blades into
So
the
in a real way,
trail.
we went to engineering to see if we could make the blade dancer's blades truly dance.
We wanted Irelia's missiles to weave smoothly from target to target. At the time, this was impossible. It was hard for us to create missiles with smooth paths that were more complicated than an S shape. We solved this issue by using a combination of Hermite splines. These are basically equations that tell a missile how to move in a specified shape from point A to point B, while making adjustments for the chaos
unit
that is a
ever.
fight in TFT.
Yeah, it
so
sounds
basically,
nuts.
whenever Irelia hits a target, she decides what the next target should be and how intensely the missile should turn to the next enemy. Then after she hits them, she repeats the process.
And things like this unlock new possibilities for the future of TFT. Inkborn Fables is a prime example of how we're trying to push the boundaries of TFT as a major player within League Tech and the Runeterra universe. Our new Tank Yordle unit is of course another example of this. But there's even more we've been working on. Elune, who you know as Aphelios' twin sister, has always been the disembodied voice and never the independent lunar being. Well, now she's making an appearance of her own, so she can blast her enemies with lunar energy. Inkborn Fables is the most content-heavy set we've ever created, thanks to the efforts of all of our teams working in harmony, including QA, art, engineering, design, and many.
As I said, this is not very hard to do. It looked pretty easy to do as well. I don't know, maybe like, I can't say that though, because I don't know what kind of engine they're working with, right? But yeah, just check. Has it already hit the new target? Yes. Move to next target. Do a curvy project, like curvy. I don't know. I don't know how it looks if there are units like teleporting around as well. Like what if it's attacking unit and the unit does like a leap to this side? What is it? Does it like bug out and go that? Like there's probably problems to it as well, but
these teams aren't the only ones cooking up new content and experiences for you. Hey Alex, can you paint us a picture of what you folks on cosmetics have been working on?
Hey Tacticians, I'm Alex, a product manager for cosmetics on TFT. With Inkborn Fables, we're introducing a new way for you to get chibis, little legends, arenas, and more, with a focus on eliminating some of the randomness you see in treasure realms today. Coming midway through this set, our rotating shop will offer a seasonal selection of in-game content you can buy with a new currency. You'll get this currency through passes, treasure realms, and events, regardless if you're a free-to-play player or mythic content enthusiast. This currency will be used in the rotating shop, where we'll have a changing selection of content, both old and new. And if you don't see anything you like during one shop rotation, you can save up for something in the future. It's about choosing the content you want. The overall goal of this update is to increase agency in how you choose to approach collection. So we're making a couple of additional changes. With the addition of rotating shop currency,
I don't know, man. Whenever you have like, chat, let me ask you this. Why do they just give a shop with all the chibis? Why do they rotate them? FOMO. Oh my god. The Teemo chibi's here. He might not come back into rotation for another year. What if he never comes back? I don't have enough coins. I gotta buy the coins. Just for Teemo, I gotta swipe the card, you know? Like, I don't know when he's gonna be coming back. It's only 3 champions. What if they don't bring him back for a year? I only have 700 coins and need 999. Well, pull out Mr. Credit Card. There it is. I mean, good move. The game is free to play. Love it. Make some money.
Treasure realms, we're reducing the drop rate of mythic content, but also reducing the price of each treasure realm pull along with it. We'll also be adding a milestone reward track, similar to League's Masterwork chests.
Okay.
These changes will result in less investment for each individual pull, more rewards along the way, and more control over acquiring the content you want. That's it for me. Look forward to more info on the rotating shop as we get closer to its release.
Rotating shops.
Thanks for supporting TFT, whether you're still repping River Sprite or flaunting your finisher at the end of a fight. Now I'll pass it over to Mariah in our Singapore office to talk about some of the new stylish content coming in this set.
Singapore office, let's see it.
Hello everyone, Mariah, one of the producers for cosmetics on TFT here, and I'm honored to share what the team's been working on for Inkborn Fables.
All right, let's see it.
First, let's get chibified. With the set's release, we're introducing Chibi Morgana and her spell-binding mythic variant, Chibi Majestic Empress Morgana. Wow, that's a cool
Bro,
look.
people are gonna pay for that.
Also, during our release patch is a new mythic variant of a fan
People are
favorite
gonna pay
chibi.
for that, man.
Chibi Spirit Blossom Ari is the perfect chibi to guide your foes to the afterlife.
Eh.
But new
That's
chibis
cute.
aren't the only thing in store for Inkborn Fables. Handan is
I don't know, dude, but
introducing Chibi Morgana
in my
and
opinion,
her
this
spell-binding
one's
mythic
S tier.
variant, Chibi Majestic Empress Morgana.
That look, that sells it. Bro, people will pay $1,000 if they have to for this. There's people who will pay so much money just to get this look whenever they kill someone. Whoever drew this, good job. There's a very specific demographic that's going to pay a ridiculous amount for that. People pay money for anything. Listen, that is well drawn. Really spend money for this? You'd be shocked.
Handan is a new species of little legend that's never made a mean face. Well, they've never really made a face at all.
Wait, these look like butts to me, chat. Am I crazy here? Does it look like I'm getting mooned? Am I insane? Like this is weird, dude. Like butts that open up and have a mouth and teeth? Jesus.
Well, they've never really made a... But new chibis aren't the only thing in store for Inkborn Fables. Handan is a new species of little...
Bruh. I can't unsee it. Bro. No!
legend that's
No!
never made a mean face. Well,
Oh
they've
god.
never
Oh, and then
really
it farts little hearts out. Jesus Christ.
made a face at all.
That's the tail. Yeah, this is
And
weird.
finally, our Heaven's Celestial Court Arena. Koi points do make the perfect place to relax.
Okay.
Even if that point tends to transition into a spirit realm with glowing fish circling the court. With that, let's see how you can embark on your own journey in the mythical realm of esports.
Let's see it.
Hey Tacticians, I'm Michael Sherman, lead for TFT Esports. Since our last dev drop, we've had a few major events. So let me start off by saying a huge thank you to everyone who came out to Vegas for the first TFT Open. Congrats to Malala, who took home our first ever Tactician's belt. It was such an incredible weekend, and I can't wait for our next Open at the end of this year. On top of that, we just
Yo, Chatty, imagine if we get into the Open. Wouldn't that be cool? Imagine we get on stage.
crowned our Remix Rumble champion this weekend. We're filming this before said championship, so whoever ends up winning, congrats. I thought you were the favorite the whole time, no cap. Now, let's turn our eyes to how we're improving future competition.
You can try.
Over the years,
Maybe.
we've opened our tournament circuits to 9 regions around the world. But that resulted in 9 unique regional formats that are hard to follow and know how to get involved. We've also heard that competitors feel like they're playing in qualifiers for qualifiers, and the seeds at set championships don't represent regional strength. So, starting with Inkborn Fables, our regional cups will be shifting to a pan-regional model, built around EMEA, APAC, the Americas, and CN. This allows us to simplify formats around the world. This way, competitors can better represent their servers, build new rivalries or friendships, and take advantage of TFT's unique ability to compete cross-regionally without lag being an issue. These pan-regional tournaments will also become the new path for players to earn a spot into set championships. Expect an update from the esports team with all the particulars soon.
It's pretty cool.
And with that, I'd like to thank everyone who's ever cheered for their favorite TFT player during Remix Rumble, and welcome you to Inkborn Fables.
This looks pretty cool, chat. Bro, I'm gonna say, it looks really hard to learn. It does not look easy. Like, this set looks complicated, which I don't necessarily dislike. It looks difficult to learn, but I don't hate it.